are answering the rest of another question that I asked previously. Alright, so how did your lives as yourselves change with being in this group of ladies and this music and all these experiences individually?
I guess all of our answers are going to be different, but for me personally, being in a group of women, when Kimber called me to do this project with her, I was most excited about it because it was going to be a new project with new music that everyone in the band had a voice, and just being able to come together with women and throw out ideas together, and it's not a sideman project. We're not playing for one to back one person up. It's a collective group, and we individually have all of our little jobs that we do on the road, and we get to know each other really well and get to learn ourselves more. And the other great thing about being in a band with these ladies is, I always say this, and it's kind of a joke, but it's true, if you forget your lip gloss or your dress or something, someone always has, "What dress are you wearing today?" Thank you, Shelby.
You have to give her credit, I'm sorry, it's on camera. Anyone else? Or?
I think for me, I've learned what the phrase labor of love really means. I think that there's been so many times to where getting this band started, it almost died, like several times. And you know, when you put so much work into something, you have to, all of us, you really have to believe in what you're doing.
It's like a relationship, it sounds like.
It is, you know, and I think the original purpose of this band is so important too, because I wanted to get a group of ladies together and really showcase the talent of women in this music genre. So, you know, it's been a journey, and a lot of times a really tough one financially, and trying to just make things work and build something that you're proud of is, so labor of love definitely is something that would come to my mind. Yeah.
Wow. Anyone else, or should I move on? Alright, so speaking of journeys, you have this awesome tour coming up with your new album. Can anyone talk to me a little about that, and how obviously it came about because you wrote a new album and that was a collaborative thing, and then how did you decide, okay, this is where the album ends, like all that kind of stuff?
Well, last year we were, I guess, maybe a year and a half ago now, maybe a little bit more, we were approached by Ken Irwin of Rounder Records, and we started a relationship with him and Marion as well, the kind of couple of 2/3 of the founders of Rounder Records. And we just continued that relationship, and we decided that we were going to do it. We were going to sign with Rounder. At that point, we had been collecting material, or I'd written some, and Courtney had written some stuff. So we started to put the album together. Our producer, Brian Sutton, was really involved with us to help put everything together. And the album was made in April of last year, and we went through a whole year-long process of mixing, mastering, remixing, remastering, on and on, and
the stuff that the fans don't see.
Exactly. So then it finally came out about a month ago, and to promote it, we're just traveling as much as we can to get out the album, get albums into people's hands, and to kind of show the country what we're all about, because this is our first release on a major record label, and we're really proud of it. I'm really excited to follow it up with another one, and we'll probably start working on that within 8 months or something like that.
Wow. So, anyone else?
We just got, the album came out May 28th, so today is like a month and 2 days, I think.
Anniversary almost.
Yeah, and we went on tour. We started in New York and ended up in California, had a few days off, and we've been out for a few days this weekend. But the tour and the response from our fans and new fans has been overwhelming. and we're so excited about the new music and having our album out.
The album was recorded at this really amazing studio in Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Yes, tell me about it.
Called the Cash Cabin Studio. And Johnny Cash built it for June in the late 70s or 80s.
Is that amazing?
Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. We got to stay in a trailer, a camper trailer out.
Getting all honky tonk.
Yeah, I mean, we're in Tennessee.
Welcome to the South.
We camped out in a trailer for the 2 weeks while we were making the album, and it was really just a beautiful experience to be in the place that we were making music and to not have to worry about any other outside influences coming in, sort of.
Yeah.
It was a little scary. You'd leave your little compound and your trailer in the music world, and there would be people, and you wouldn't really know how to talk to them.
You felt like you were an outsider to the world.
Yeah, the first night we left, it was kind of a shock. It was crazy.
We were there for about 2 weeks, and it was the energy in that place.
It's like your own musical vacation, it sounds like.
Yeah.
We worked a little bit.
Did you ever get sick of each other in situations? Never! No! We're all best friends!
It's like a family. You
Yeah.
can't get sick of
It's like love and hate all at once.
Yeah, we have an extreme love and respect for each other, and you can tell when someone needs their space, or someone needs some love, or
Someone needs
support,
to match, or...
Yeah, someone needs to color coordinate.
It's kind of, actually, we all live in pretty different areas, actually. Now we have 3 people who are living in Nashville, 1 in Boston, and 1 in New Hampshire. So when we have time off, we really take time off, and you kind of go back to your families, your significant other, you go spend time in the woods, and you can clear your mind out, and then you come back to tour refreshed. And I think that's actually pretty important. I'm pretty glad that we don't all live in like a dorm.
Sorority girls do that. We don't need to do that. All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies. This has been great. Do you guys have anything else you want to tell your fans before we're done?
Thanks.
Yeah, visit us at DellaMae.com and you can get a copy of our current album, This World Off Can Be, and our last record, which is called I Built This Heart. They're both up there, and hopefully we'll see you at the show
Facebook
soon.
too.
Yeah.
I got it all. I like it. Thank you so much, girls. Thank you.
Thank you.
He said if I would be his